Alright, hi everyone, Joey V from GeekWatch here, welcoming you back to the full play of Far Cry 3. This is episode 5, and on today's agenda, killing some buffalo, killing some tigers, and setting off a very large explosive in a very small space filled with gun ammo. So that's what we have going on thus far. Welcome back. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks. I think about 3 weeks since we last played some Far Cry, and yeah. So when we last left off, we had rescued, I believe, Daisy, one of Jason's friends, and we were working on freeing the rest of them, all the while gaining XP, learning new skills, and increasing the size of our tatau. So that's what's been going on. We were in a pretty good spot when we left off. There were some slight stuff that needed to be rectified pretty quickly. As you can see, I'm messing up ridiculously. I'm going after these buffalo. They actually take a lot of arrows to kill, and you know, when you miss, that doesn't really help matters. But yeah, the buffalo are needed for what was it? I believe it was the ammo pouch, and I was running around with like a level 1 ammo pouch, like just pretty much able to hold 2 clips, and that was about it. So needed to fix that up pretty much immediately. So yeah, so we're just finishing up this, and then we'll have some more stuff to go through. This week will be 4 episodes. This is coming out on Tuesday. The 4th episode should be coming out on Friday, assuming everything goes correctly. And the big thing that we'll have a little bit of everything this go around. We'll have, oh wow, that's a lot of ammo now. I went from having no ammo to tons of ammo. So, and this is just me looking to see what I have coming up next. Leopard is a big one that's coming up next. Dingoes are coming up. Yeah, and bears as well. So, and sharks. Sharks come up pretty much as well. So yeah, the big thing that we're going to be working on this week is we're going to be doing some story missions. I think 2 story missions, and also just, you know, like we always do, trying to make sure that we have all the craftables done. You know, by the end of this week, we will be able to hold 4 guns, hold as much ammo as possible, etc., etc. So, but for this episode, I'm mostly just trying to get some XP, trying to max out all the trees as far as I can thus far. Because the trees are locked until you finish a certain number of missions, and they have to be story missions. So you could, and I've been trying to, just like really level up a lot, and then get everything that you need early on, and then from there you can make some really definitive choices about which way you want to go. So here we are. We are driving off to a what do they call it? Like a wanted dead mission. So I figured it was about time I drove like an asshole and killed a buffalo and narrowly missed a tiger. God, the cars in this game are just so ridiculous. They handle like bullcrap. But it's okay. I should have just driven it straight into the water. But I didn't. I don't know what stopped me. I really don't, but something did. So yeah, so I'm gonna swim on over here. So yeah, it's been a pretty good last couple of weeks for the website. We've done a board gaming live cast. We've done a live cast for role playing games. We've got we had some really good content thrown up there by Mr. Khan about disturbing horror movies. We've We had a podcast up there, so we're doing pretty well the last couple of weeks, even though it's been really busy. And I think that goes without saying. One of the things that is bound to happen in January is everyone's going to have their New Year's resolutions, and because of that, they're all going to have stuff that they want to do, and so January gets really, really busy because you have all these things that you want to do, that you want to try, that you want to improve, and ultimately, everyone's got their New Year's resolutions, and I think one of the reasons why New Year's resolutions fail often, or at least as often as they do, is that people take on too much, and I can already feel it, here. People take on too much. So, let's take myself for example. I have been working on stuff in my basement to try and clean it up so that we could have a wargaming miniature area. And, oh god, I epic fail so bad in here. I had meant to jump and hit X so that I could like a death from above on the target, and I just missed. So thankfully, most of the guys here, and by most I mean all of them, do not have body armor. And, oh god, so brutal. So thankfully I made it out okay. But I've been working on the basement. I've been working on cleaning up the game room. I just put in my new desk. I'm recording it from right now. It's really comfy now to have a desk here in the game room. I've been cleaning up the house. I've been working on stuff for the site. I've been working on doing all the live streams and making sure that those are coordinated. I've been working on my top 50. I've been working on all these different articles and this and that. And on top of that, I'm starting one of the P90 programs for weight loss. So I've been really busy. It's a lot of stuff going on. And then you throw in PAX is coming up, and we just GeekWatch got accepted to run the How to Run a Child's Play charity event panel, which is really awesome and really exciting. But that's a panel that I now have to start working on and running. There's a lot going on, which is great, but I think that when you take on that much, that's when you start to lose track of everything. That's when you start to go, man, I need to, that's when people start to lose their resolutions and start to ignore them or, not follow through on them. I think it's because everyone wants to wait until the new year to start something. New Year is a perfect time to start it. You get a fresh start. There's a definitive date you can point to and say, I will start doing X at Y time. It's really good, but it's difficult because I feel like people take on too much. So I think that's the problem with New Year's resolutions, but at the same time, I think it's important that we recognize that sometimes we take on too much, and it's important to say, okay, I've taken on too much, so let me try and get one thing. Let me try and get one thing down, and work exclusively on that until I have it, until I feel comfortable, until I feel good, until I feel that is a part of the routine, and then let me try and take on a second one. So I think when people are trying their New Year's resolutions, I think it's important that they have a couple of things that they want to do, but I think they should prioritize them and focus in on just one. And one of the things that I'm trying to do here at the site is I'm trying to find a balance between the site and my personal life. And by that I mean, I want to be able to spend time with my wife and spend time on the site and not have to compromise any one of them. And that finding that balance has been difficult, and it has caused me to really talk things out with my wife, Katie. It's like, hey, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. How do we how do we coincide this, and it's like, is this an okay time to do this? Is that an okay time to do that? And I feel like that stuff is important. The communication of that has been really helpful. One of the things that happened last week was a very busy week. I've been really busy at work, working on a new project that's pretty important, and it's also a project that I will, that needs to have work done while I'm at PAX. So it's like I really need to, work on it quickly so that I can ensure that I don't need to work on stuff while at PAX. I'm ahead of schedule by PAX. So I've been working on that, and I've been working on these full plays, and the good thing is I have all of Hell Yeah recorded, and I'm just waiting to upload them as needed. I'm working my way through Darksiders. I'm working my way through this. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I just have to make sure that I'm balancing it. So, last week was very, very busy. Exceedingly busy. So, the thing that I have to work on, it became less of a priority of, let's work on stuff for the site. It's like, well, I just had so much stuff going on that I was like, okay, let's take a break from the full play for a week and focus in on everything that I have to do and get a few things up on the site, and then we can branch out and do that. Because ultimately, yes, I have wanted to do this every week, but taking a week off isn't exactly the worst, and it's just a matter of managing that time. And taking off that week was kind of nice, because it made me realize that it might not be such a terrible idea to do maybe 3 weeks on, 1 week off, or 4 weeks on, 1 week off in terms of the full play. Because that week off, it could help me get a jump start on the next couple of full plays. It could just allow me to rest and to work on some other projects that I have coming up. It's just one of those things that's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, yes, New Year's resolutions are important and schedules are important, but you have to prioritize, and you have to realize that if you don't take a break or a breather here, that you might lose all of your momentum completely. So I was actually really glad that I took the week off last week. Allowed me to get a lot of stuff done here at the house, and then this week when I came back to the full play, I was ready and raring to go. Like I just felt really good about where I was. Whereas if I was trying to juggle the 15 things that I had last week in addition to the Far Cry 3 full play, I might have really genuinely slacked off in something, and that's not what you want to do. So that's what I've been doing. And leave a comment down below about what your New Year's resolution was for the year, and now that we are just about 1 month in, how are you doing on it? And how have you felt? Have you felt that you've taken on too much at times, and that it may behoove you to work, to take little breathers now and again? So just let me know in the comments down below, and I will take a look at them and respond as needed. So here I am trying to go for a rare golden tiger. I may have mentioned this before, but just to reiterate, when you're going through the game, when you reach new outposts, they'll give you these missions. Some of them are wanted dead missions, but some of them are also rare hunts. They'll either be, just like, hey, go kill this many animals with this specific type of gun in this area. So that's some of them, but the other ones are like, hey, you need to go kill this very rare X in the area with this type of weapon. So, and the advantage of doing that is that for every single craftable that you have, like any of the pouches or ammo slings or anything like that, the last area, the last one that you have will always be a named animal, and you'll need one skin of that named animal. So it's important that you do them, that you do these. It's important. So, and just do them whenever you can. So there you go. I've killed that tiger, and then this tiger. It's a little bit difficult. One of the next things that I get. One of the next things that you get after I think you do one more mission or something along those lines, or maybe one more animal mission, is that you get it's a hunting syringe that there's animal repellent, which will keep animals off of you. There's hunter's instinct, which will show them on your minimap, or give you vision of them. And there's a third one. It's like, God, it's like I forget what it's called, but what it does is you deal more damage to animals while the syringe is active. So what you want to do with like the bears, the cats, I'm trying to think what else, buffalo, stuff like that, is that you want to do a hunter's instinct to see where they are, and then you want to do this other syringe so that you can deal more damage. So like in the instance of a cat, I've seen it where a cat takes about 3, maybe 4 arrows. If you have this other syringe active, it can be 2 arrows. So it really makes quite a big difference, because usually you can get 1 shot on them when they're stretching, and when you shoot them the first time, they'll get really pissed, and then you can shoot them a second time and they're done. Just helps out a lot, especially with bears, because bears are no joke. Bears will fuck you up. So, all right. So in the story right now, like I said, we've rescued one person, and we're trying to figure out where Voss, who is the villain currently, we're trying to figure out where he is holding the rest of our friends. So in order to do that, we need to mess with his stuff. So we need to mess with his operations. So this mission right here, it's kind of a tutorial mission. Basically, there's a weapons cache here at the logging company, and you need to go set off an explosive in the middle of it to disrupt Voss's operations and to spread him a little bit thin. So that's what we have. The other thing that this mission will teach you is that there are alarms in each base, and if you disable the alarm, then 1, you get bonus points when you liberate an outpost. So you want to do that. You want to disable the alarm, because if you disable it, if you are found, then no reinforcements will come. And trust me, having reinforcements come sucks. It is the worst. It's usually about 2 to 3 cars full of people that will come in, and it's just annoying. So it's a good tutorial, and it's a good habit to get into. Some camps have like 2 to 3 different alarms, and if you get 1, they're all disabled. Some of them only have 1, and usually if they have 1, it's in a very annoying spot. If they have 2 to 3, there's usually 1 on the outside of the camp, 1 on the inside, and 1 like on the far side of the camp. So just something to look for when you're going into an outpost or a camp. Just disable the alarms. It makes such a big difference. So that's what we have. And that's the thing that's scary about this one, is that there's just a fucking tiger on the hill. He freaks me out every time, because I always feel like I'm going to get too close, and he's just going to attack me, and then the guys are going to get alarmed, and then it's just nasty. So, but nonetheless, time to go kill off this guy. So yeah, I had put Far Cry on the shelf for a little bit. This playthrough, and even my personal playthrough. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through the game, maybe a little bit less. and I had put that down for a little while, playing Hell Yeah and playing Darksiders, and it was just such a pleasure to come back to. Like, it's just so nice. This is such a great game. You know, I hope you guys have been enjoying the full play thus far, but even then, just seriously, if you can play this game, do so. And even better, if you can play it on a personal computer, then please do so. It's so good on the personal computer. Playing on the PS3 has been fine, but there are frame rate issues just because of the... I think this is using a Crytek engine, so there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of systems in play. So, you know, things like the dynamic fire will slow everything down, and I almost got nabbed there. So I'm glad that I double backed because there was totally a guy behind me. You know, there's a lot of systems in play, a lot of effects, a lot of foliage. So, you know, you're just better if you can play it even on a decent PC, you know, like an average computer. It's really worth it. You know. So I highly recommend it. So, and now we watch me totally fail. Sorry, spoilers. I thought I could get here and then it would give me a prompt, and then I hit the melee by accident, and then I was fucked. And at that point,
more reinforcements.
yeah, I was like, fuck, I better disable this alarm. And then I tried to get through, and I just couldn't. I killed some guys, which is nice, but I just couldn't get through. But the good thing is, yeah, it was the grenade. The good thing is, I probably could have made it through, but yeah, it was just a little bit of a mess. And then the weird thing was, when it reloads, it puts me back in the camp with the alarm disabled, but like me in the middle of the camp with the alarm disabled, and then like a couple of guys around. It was really weird. I thought they would take me to a previous checkpoint and make me do some other stuff, but you know, whatever. Oh man, I can't wait till I get some of the better silenced weapons. And actually this week for the playthrough, when I wanted to be silent, I was actually ended up using the bow and arrow for most of the stuff. It's just, I don't know, I really have enjoyed my time at the bow and arrow. It's just been really great. So yeah, this is a lot of shit.
What was that?
And this is when I start to get freaked out because there's a guy on to me.
Shit! Whose body is that?
It's nobody's body. I'm just running. Don't mind us. And so yeah, that's what we have for this episode. We'll finish this mission's finished up, and then tomorrow we will get to another mission where we're going to try and find our friend. Third episode of the week, we will have a very exciting mission where we're trying to escape Voss. And then on Friday this week for the fourth episode, we'll just be killing lots of stuff. The big thing we're doing, we're going shark hunting, and it is the dumbest way to hunt ever. So get excited for that.
Recording ransom videos of PC.
PC? PC. Pirates Cove. But we call it Sunset Cove. That's one of the prisons.
Got it.
Remember, Jason.
The strength you receive from the path will help you succeed. So yeah, guys, that's what we have going on for right now. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, this week we've got 2 more story missions, and on Friday, Deadly Hunter. That was the syringe. That does more damage to animals. So yes, and then on Friday we are going shark hunting. And shark is used for to be able to hold 4 weapons, and is also used for the larger wallet. So it'll be very vital and it'll be very dangerous. So be sure to check that out. Keep checking out geekwatch.com. This week, Joey V's, my own, top 50 video games, the games that didn't make the cut, and numbers 50 through 41. So very exciting. Check out the site this week. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you later.